Okay, class, good day. So for today, let's have now the for today's topic, let's have the fire protection system. Okay. So for water and water supply for firefighting, you can have the sprinkler system. Okay. Supplying water for the fire protection system. So you can have the elevated water tank. So maybe you can have the overhead tank supply water to fire protection system, or you can have the underground water reservoir, or maybe you can have your cistern tank to supply water to your fire protection system. So those are the two tanks or two water supplies to supply the fire protection system. So the elevated water tank and the underground water tank or underground reservoir. Next, we have the type of fire protection system. So for the type of fire protection system, we have first is the dry standpipe. So mostly the dry standpipe is installed in buildings. More or less, you have for uh, three to four, three story and above. So you can install a dry standpipe system. For with standpipe system, you have that standpipe near the road where the firemen or the fire truck can easily get water supply from the standpipes. Okay. And then we have also a wet standpipe system with Siamese connection. You have two water outlets, and then you can also have an automatic or a sprinkler system. So those are the types of fire protection system. So we have first the dry standpipe. So you have here the connection. So from the ground floor, you connect or you install a connection going to second floor, third floor, and maybe to your fourth floor or the last floor of the building. So it connects to a fire hose. So no longer being utilized in new buildings, provided other systems are employed. Otherwise, must be installed in buildings 4 levels or more. Maybe you can have 3 levels or more. So as example, you have there in CIT, we have a dry standpipe in SMT building and high school building. Maybe you already see the dry standpipe there in high school building. So it is in the lobby, in the ground floor. You have the dry standpipe. So the standpipe is a pipe installed in buildings, not as part of the water supply or the waste disposal system, but primarily for the use of water conveyor in case of fire. And how it works, a standpipe is connected to the building exterior. Maximum height is 1.2 meters for the connection to the fire department or connection to the fire truck. So as much as possible, standpipe should be located in stairway landing. So that is why in SMT building, in CIT, and in high school building, in CIT, you can locate the standpipe near the stairway. Next, we have the wet standpipe system. So how it works, it is a piping network. A line is directly connected to the main water line. It connects to all levels of the building, at least one standpipe on each level. So maybe you can have a fire hose that is connected to this wet standpipe system. The wet standpipe shall be constructed in wrought iron or galvanized steel. So the number of wet standpipes shall be determined so that all portions of the building are within 6 meters of a nozzle attached to a hose which is 23 meters long. So normally in commercial building, you can see a fire hose. So that is connected to the wet standpipe system. So So the minimum diameter of a wet standpipe is 51 millimeters. So that is 2 inches. For those less than 15 meters, form the fire service connection. So for those more than 15 meters from the fire service connection, the minimum diameter is 63 millimeters. So that is 2.5 inches. So next we have the wet standpipe system with Siamese connection. Siamese connection, you have two connection, two outlets, this one. Siamese connection is two outlets. So how it works, a piping network directly connected to the main water line connects all levels of a building. Additionally, a Siamese connection is located outside the building for additional water supply. So maybe the fire truck can supply this connection to the building. Okay. So this one, this is the Siamese connection. So next we have the automatic or the sprinkler system. So there are two general types of automatic sprinkler system. So first is the automatic wet and the automatic dry. So normally the person who will design the sprinkler system is are the mechanical engineers. Okay. And also they have they will sign and seal the sprinkler plan. So this is a sample sprinkler design. So from the main system, or maybe you have the overhead tank or the underground tank for the main line, this one, and then you distribute to the branches or the lateral, distribute to the building level, one. So you can have the distance of 3 to 6 meters. So for one sprinkler, you can spread the water at 10 to 20 square meters. Okay. So for the spacing of the sprinkler head, so for the kind of building, for light hazard occupancy, you can have 20 coverage of sprinkler, you have 20 square meters. For the extra hazard occupancy, you can have 10 square meters. It depends on the hazard of the building. So if ever you have the mall, so maybe a mall is extra hazard occupancy, you can have 10 square meters for the coverage of the sprinkler head. Maybe for school, that is a high hazard, a light hazard occupancy, you can have your sprinkler head coverage of 20 square meters. Special installation requirement, so at least one fire department connection on each frontage, and a master alarm system valve control for all water supplies other than the fire department connection. So sometimes for the sprinkler system, you should have at least valve control. If ever there are automatic sprinkler, so once they can break the heat alarm or maybe a smoke alarm, so automatic the valve control of or the maybe a valve control of a sprinkler system automatically open. And then special firewalls between protected areas and sloping waterproof floors with drains or scaffold to carry away wastewater. And then these are the types of the sprinkler head. So first, you have this upright. Upright is used above piping when piping is exposed. When you design your sprinkler system where the piping are exposed, so you can use the upright position of the sprinkler system. So this is upright. So this is heat sensitive. So if ever there are heat or maybe it can break easily, so that automatically the water will flow to this sprinkler head, sprinkler system. Another type of sprinkler head is the pendant. The pendant projects through a finishing ceiling when piping is exposed. So normally in malls they are using pendant sprinkler system. Okay, this one. Okay, so that's all for this discussion. Thank you. See you in our next discussion.